Ignite UI is going open source. So what does this mean? This means that Angular, React, Web Components, and Blazor now are open source. Doesn't mean anything changes. You're backed by the same world-class engineering team. But what it does do is it reduces barriers to you trying the product or trying something different, or if you want to evaluate another platform. Great. It's easy to do that if you don't have to go through sales, purchasing, all these other things, and then you realize, hey, these components are really what I need. And if you want a more robust grid, if you want better support, if you want more features, great. Upgrade to the full Ignite UI package, and you have all of that. So we are open sourcing about 50 components, and it's not just like text boxes and buttons. There's a lot of meat to what we're open sourcing, and you're going to see that in the demo for what we're going to open source. But what's cool is we're also open sourcing a data grid. So while the data grid is really the backbone of what you look at Ignite UI for, and our data grid has 50 enterprise grade features that are required for an app, there's still the need for a data grid that just does super fast rendering and live streaming and all that good stuff that you would need just to show data in a table. That's the Grid Lite. So the Grid Lite has a subset of features. It's completely MIT along with all of the other open source components, which means you can grab the Grid Lite, use it in any project, even your personal project. So maybe your company is buying Ignite UI and you want to use Ignite UI in personal projects, but you don't have a license. Well, guess what? You can do this now. And this has come up over and over again over the years. Can we have a personal version for what I want to do at home? Well, now you can, because Ignite UI is open source and MIT. So what we want to make clear, though, is that this shift, its goal is to simplify usage, adoption, feedback loops, obviously improving components where you may want to, but we are still the same enterprise level product. We are still the same dev team. We are still adding features and building on Ignite UI. Ignite UI is a pillar of our story, especially when we talk about app builder, AI, and that type of coding. So you don't lose anything with the MIT open source announcement. You actually gain, because over time there might be a bigger community actually contributing to what we're doing in Ignite UI just to make the product better. So we are really excited about this announcement, and we hope that you start taking advantage of these open source components right away, especially the open source grid, which is the same grid that we just talked about that has these massive performance improvements, etc. Just a few less features, but if you want all the features, great. You'll upgrade to the full Ignite UI package. So when we think about this open source initiative, I kind of covered some of this already, but we've always been very transparent with Ignite UI, our development process. If you go to our GitHub repo, you'll see all of our wikis, all of our docs, you'll see all of our code, all of our samples. All of that is still available, plus, right? So we are very transparent about how we build software, what the expectations are if you want to add to our software, etc. So we're more or less just opening it up now to the community. So we want faster evaluations by maybe new prospects, new customers, or existing customers that haven't tried certain features. Community contributions would be great. I know in open source, everyone's very busy now. It's not like you have a ton of time to contribute to open source, but now you can, and you can contribute directly to Ignite UI. And of course, with open source, you do reduce that lock-in risk while still getting the right side of my slide here, all of the enterprise value. So when we talk about what you're getting, it is the same enterprise level components that have always been in Ignite UI plus, right? So we still are delivering amazing features, amazing performance, beautiful theming across all of our Ignite UI components with many of them now being MIT.